Come on, Tim Cowboy!
Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Just loving the continued support from other NFL elites about our quarterback of our Dallas Cowboys. During the Week 1 segment of the New Heights podcast with brothers Jason and Travis Kelce, the Dallas Cowboys manhandling of the Cleveland Browns came up. During that segment, the brothers had some pleasantries for our QB1, Rain Dakota Prescott. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for you, and then you know what we're going to do after that. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's go ahead and take a listen to the Kelce Brothers.
Yeah, well, it was true. It was also just a tough week for QBs in general.
No doubt.
You don't really see too many QBs going over 300 yards. 18 starting QBs threw for 200 yards or fewer this week.
Yeah.
And it ties the most in a Week 1 since 2008.
Yep.
But there was one guy that kind of got after it there, and it was Dak Prescott, who threw for 179 yards, but still maybe had the best day.
I think he did, and that 179 is like probably not a fair number because they got ahead so early that it starts changing up what you're doing offensively. Like they were beating the crap out of the Browns. And I think that they, you start running the ball more, you stop, what I mean? It was Dak in his limited
day up on the leg.
Yeah. Early, he looked every bit of it. And can you talk about a better day? Just sign a multi-$100 million contract and then go out there and win your first. That's a day. That is a fun experience. Well done, Dak.
Yes, well done, Dak Prescott. Well done. Week 1 is usually the time where the quarterbacks start to get in their groove, Cowboys Nation, especially when your first team doesn't play a snap in the preseason. This is why I feel the preseason is very important for the team as well as the fans. In preseason, you need to get your quarterback. I was actually vouching for the Dallas Cowboys to put the first team in the last quarter of the 3rd preseason game. But hey, I digress. As Jason Kelce alluded to, Dak had 179 yards passing. I know the talking heads were looking for Dak Prescott to have over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, but that's not the reality of the first game of the season. Now, let's get into the second clip that I got for y'all so we can come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
I've been able to kind of hang around Dak here and there, and he was at tight end U this year, speaking his mind to all the tight ends there and giving them an idea of what the tight end position looks like through the eyes of a quarterback, and at that, the highest paid quarterback in the league. So guys were getting nuggets of gold from him, and I'm so appreciative of his time and him being able to do that. But at the same time, he is such a good guy, man. Just such a good dude, and couldn't be happier for him, especially with all the speculation through last year and the injury and having to kind of go out and prove himself, knowing he's kind of proved himself already, but did it again last year, and sure enough, now is the highest paid player in the league.
This is something that I love to see, Angry Cowboys fan family. I love to see when another player in the profession that you're in give you your flowers. As you Angry Cowboys fans may know, this isn't the first time either a current player or a legend has spoken highly of Dak Prescott. Peyton Manning, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Troy Aikman, Patrick Mahomes, and now Jason and Travis Kelce all have given their expert opinion when it comes to Dak Prescott, and they all have nothing negative to say about him. Man, I wish that some people in Cowboys Nation could see the same thing that these Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers see, because there's a lot of underappreciation when it comes to Dak Prescott in Cowboys Nation. I'll talk about that more during my Raw and Uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. But in the last clip that I got for you, the Kelce Brothers continue their praises of the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. So let's take a listen and then come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut. So, Cowboys Nation, Let's go ahead and take a listen.
I'm going to say this, and I think it's probably going to upset some Eagles fans. I like where Dak Prescott is at right now. Like when you can see it in his interviews, how much more comfortable he is being like a leader in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
I think early on in his career, and anybody's like this, you're going to get more generic answers. You're not going to get a lot of depth. You're not going to get really insight into who he is. And I think that's a big turning moment for a lot of players when, like, I'm just going to say whatever the fuck I want because this is where I'm at and I'm confident in who I am and what I can do. And the last 2 years you've seen, I just feel like he's more confident. It appears on the field, off the field. It just, I'm digging his entire vibe right now. I really
He's figured it out, man. Yeah. He's figured it out and he knows it. And on top of that, I was talking to Chris Jones in the locker room today about it. And he was mentioning to me, he's like, man, a lot of guys don't know Dak Prescott, one of the hardest working guys out there. Yeah. I was like, what? How do you know this, Chris?
How do you know this,
and
Tim
I guess
Meadows?
He is the ladies' man. Next caller. It's so good. It still holds up too. I was watching it the other day.
Not the ladies' man. But anyway, the only way that this would hurt any Eagles fan is because those fans may be a little out of touch. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what team you play for. If a player is doing great in their position, you should give them their flowers. That may be a little above Eagles fans' comprehension, so y'all ready for my Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Why can't some Dallas Cowboys fans see the same thing Hall of Famers and future Hall of Famers see? Why is it that some Dallas Cowboys fans continue to degrade the person that is at the helm of your favorite team? They will place all the blame on Dak Prescott and continue to belittle him and his accomplishments on and off the field. They will talk negatively about Dak, but praise Tony Romo as if Tony Romo won this organization the Super Bowl during his tenure as the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback. To those fans, I say this. Y'all complain about Dak Prescott being 2-5 in the playoffs. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all know that Tony Romo was 2-4 in the same NFL playoffs. Why doesn't he get the same smoke that Dak Prescott gets? Is Dak a couple shades darker? But these fans will praise Tony Romo and say that we didn't lose because of Tony Romo, which that's a damn lie, Cowboys Nation. I remember that Seahawks botch hold. They put Tony Romo in the game to hold the ball because that was his job before he became the starting quarterback. I thought for sure we had that game won. Nope. Tony Romo got stopped short of the end zone. If Dak Prescott did that, y'all would have his feet to the fire until he retired. Bars. But podcasts like The Edge with Micah Parsons and New Heights with the Kelce Brothers make what the 3 and 4 letter networks have to say obsolete. Yes, there's some ex-players on those shows, but the one thing that they have to do, podcasters don't have to do it. Content creators don't have to do it. We don't have to watch our mouths because of our bosses. We are the bosses, and we get to say whatever the hell we want to say without fear of being reprimanded. I feel this is the reason why you are seeing the end of classic sports debate shows and the rise of sports podcasts. But as I said in my previous video from yesterday, I feel this is going to be a different year for Dak Prescott due to the fact that he has no worries going into the season. The majority of our players are suited up and hitting the field. Other than Sam Williams, we haven't had anyone suffer from a season-ending injury. Deron Bland will be back, but Kalen Carsons is holding the fort down until his return. Trayvon Diggs is back and looking like he never left. Shout out to Cowboys Fan Talk. It's the second year of the offense that helped us go 12-5, 3 consecutive seasons. The 2 biggest contracts are done, and they know the third one, Micah Parsons, will get done next year. There are no worries other than going out there and executing to the best of their ability. What a way to go into the season, right? But, Angry Cowboys fan family, I think this is going to be a year where you see a different Dak Prescott. Where you see a Dak Prescott that is more of a leader due to him being a father and a family man. It's going to be different because he sees that the organization does believe in him. Otherwise, they would have let him play out his current contract. The defense doesn't just look great, the defensive coordinator and scheme look amazing. It's starting to feel as if the players on the team are aiming to match Dak Prescott's, CeeDee Lamb's, Zach Martin's, and Micah Parsons' greatness, and that is a sight to behold. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did you think about what Travis and Jason Kelce had to say? Do you feel there's something different about this year with the Dallas Cowboys? Let's have an adult conversation in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share it with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and have faith in our Dallas Cowboys no matter what, you are ready for the season and you are ready to root them on through the 2024 season and beyond, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or Madden 25 and College Football 25 gameplay. Just like the Kelce Brothers podcast, I believe the Dallas Cowboys will reach new heights and Dak Prescott will continue to help get us to where we want to be. I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl or anything like that, but what I am saying is that we are going to witness a much better Dak Prescott, even a better Dak Prescott than his rookie year. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.